Hello and welcome to another episode of Rerouting Logistics with myself, John Wilson, and Beverly Bell. And in this episode, we're delighted to welcome Peter Hughes and Rhian Hughes. And in this episode, we're delighted to be talking about small hauliers versus large operations, diversity within the logistics industry, and modern ways of thinking and new technology within the sector.
Thank you very much indeed to Peter and Rhian for coming and talking to us today. It's lovely to see you both. We should really disclose that actually, Peter, you and I know each other, don't we?
Yes.
Do you remember how we met? A few years ago, we'll say.
Yeah, a few years ago, through a mutual friend. And she said to me, I'm seeing somebody you may know as a friend. Met her on a train. And I've been invited to this supper. And in walked Beverly. And I thought, crikey, this is a lady that I've sort of abided by her rules for many years, and now I'm seeing her in person.
You said, have you got legs?
Have you got legs?
Because normally they wheel you out, you say something, and then they wheel you back out again.
And I also said, you're bigger than I thought, because I only ever see little snippets of you in the papers, in the transport press. I was shocked. I was dumbfounded, I'll be perfectly honest, of all the people that
you were least
expecting. And you kick your shoes off, didn't you? Put your feet up on it, and I thought, he seems quite normal.
Yes.
He seems quite normal. No, I was pleased to meet you. Obviously, it was quite an honour in a way to meet you. And we did have a good evening, didn't we? We had a lovely meal.
Yes. Alcohol was drunk.
Yes, we did have a little alcohol.
We had a lovely evening, and so we're still friends after all these years.
Yes, okay.
And you've got the lovely Rhian.
Yeah, my daughter, my mainstay of the business.
When did you set up your business, Peter?
Set up in 1978. 1978, we had a four-wheeler box van, and we had Volvo tractor unit and trailer. I only had the Class 2 license, but was desperate to get on the Arctic because it was a big boy toy. So we swapped over. I had an uncle in the business with me then, and we swapped over, and that's how we got going. Which was fine. Uncle Jeffrey then unfortunately passed, and the business was in my lap then. So we carried on, employ another driver to drive the vehicle that he used to drive. Then we'd get customers saying, can you get us another vehicle on? And I wasn't going to put it out to any other contractor. I wanted to do it myself. I had this bug. I needed to expand, but I wanted to expand on my terms. I didn't want any Tom, Dick or Harry to come driving. I wanted the right guy for the right truck for the right reasons. Mother wouldn't let me go and be a truck driver.
Your mother? My
mother, because her brother was a director at another haulage company in Blackburn then, moved to Preston. And she knew the truck driving life. He was a driver until he actually made it up to ops director with his company. And she'd seen the pitfalls of also the amount of time he was away from home. Okay. I was at the bugger when I was four or five. Okay. I was sat in the yard there with him when the trunkers were going out taking goods down to London, and we'd be sat there on a Sunday afternoon kicking the handbrakes off for them, making sure everybody was right. And it was that aroma that I can still smell it today. The aroma of the diesel and the fumes, and that was it. I wanted to learn how to drive a lorry. I didn't really want the smaller one. I wanted the Arctic. I wanted the big boy toy. And luckily for me, I passed my test, and hey ho, off we go.
Do you still drive?
I do drive, yes. Get to my age, unfortunately, I've got to jump through hoops to get my license, which I'm on a 12-monthly renewal now.
We'll just say young
but
age.
I've just done it again now, so I'm ready for.
Good for another 12
I'm good for another. Yeah. I was lucky enough. Well, you've been around.
Did you go straight into the family business?
I was lucky enough to get a daughter. Well, I have a son as well, but I've got a daughter that that has the same interests as me, and we've found out recently that we think on the same level, don't we? We've got the same aims. We've got the same outlook on life. We've got the same attitude to other people.
Was behind me, Dad, I'm ready. No, Rhian, you need to get work experience. You need to get out there now and learn a bit about life, especially man management as well. You need to know what happens in the real world, because all you'll ever know is these four walls of Earl Transport. At the time, it did upset me slightly, but now looking back, that was probably the best decision.
So where did you go and work?
I went to work for Northern Foods. I was lucky enough to obtain an apprenticeship there. It was a big new thing at the time, and for some reason I've managed to get this cracking opportunity. It was 3 to 6 months in each department, and then after the 2 years it was to choose a department to stay in. I did all that, passed everything, and then I went to stay in like the operations side. So I was on the shop floor. I was with everyone, all walks of life, and I loved my time there. I was a manager at 17 there, which was quite difficult at the time. So I was wearing the white mob cap when everyone else had the blue mob caps, and although it was hard, I kind of learnt my kind of how to manage people by not being the bullshit one and saying you must do this and it has to be done. I was more, they were doing me a favour. And I'd be down there, oh, we've got to have this done by a certain time. Rhian, can you help me out at all? And people used to do things for me. And still to this day, I often see them, and I'm still good friends with them all. So that was 7 years I did there at Northern Foods, at Holland's Pies. And then the opportunity came up for me to come into the family business. The lady who did the accounts, she wanted less hours, so I kind of just fit into that role there.
So it suited your father then for you to go in.
When he needed me.
So you took her in then, Peter, because you needed her.
I thought I'd give her a chance. Yes. And to be fair with her, we've never looked back, really.
Okay.
No.
Rhian went on out of the local college to learn SAGE, or accountancy program. And
straight away
you inherited the job of. We had to make a title up, really.
Say, what was that?
We made a title up. It was that.
I think I was accounts at the time. Yeah.
You were accounts, yeah.
But
you were accounts,
in the meantime, I wanted to know more. I wasn't just happy with being like the daughter in the business. I needed some knowledge. I obviously had the knowledge growing up of the company and kind of what we did, but I wanted to know more. So I managed to get involved with the women in logistics who were kind of putting money to get women in, and I thought I'll take up the opportunities there. So any opportunity they had, I took, which I gained my national CPC and my Class 2 licence, which my dad said, if you get your Class 2, I'm quite happy for you to go for your Class 1 and I'll support you there. So I did that. I got my ADR. I was raring to go after that.
Why did you want to learn to drive them?
Like I said before, it's in the blood. I've always wanted to drive.
Do you drive now?
Yes, I drive now. Yeah.
In the business?
In the business, when it's needed, yeah.
And how do other drivers respond to you? What about when you're out on the road? What about
I love it, really.
What about the facilities? What about safety?
That's another level, isn't it? Most of the time, when we drive, we do double man, don't we? Yeah, it's literally, if we're going down south, it makes it a lot easier if we can both double man.
In a truck together.
It's cracking.
I dread to think.
Yeah.
We have some good sing-alongs, don't we, Dad?
Sing-alongs and
we put the world to right, and we decide when we go back, this is what we're going to do in the business. Then we get back behind the desk and nothing changes.
So they're strategic business meetings that happen when you're both driving
your vehicle. On the M6 usually,
on the M6, yeah.
And then nothing comes of it because neither of you make a
No, it doesn't come of it immediately, but there are things that we discuss and we do put to fruition, don't we? Sometimes we think, we'll do that when we get back.
I do think, we're sat in the office at work, nothing happens because we're firefighting constantly.
Knocking on the door all the time.
That's our time.
I want to ask you two very different questions. First of all, about being an SME, a small and medium-sized enterprise. It's very challenging out there. Every week we open the trade press. Another company's closed its doors. The margins are tiny anyway.
Indeed, yeah.
What's your take? I'll ask you first, Peter, then I'll ask you, Rhian. What's your take on that?
The size of business we are, we struggle to compete with the big boys. perhaps where I've sort of slipped up over the years, I haven't specialised in anything other than straightforward, curtain-sider, palletised transport. And it's not specialised now.
Okay.
Anybody can get an O licence, go and hire themselves a trailer and compete against me. Now I've got the big bubble around me, the bigger depot, the all the add-ons that we have to have now. So or whilst they can't offer the service, they're there eating away at your business, And if I had to say where I've sort of slipped up in life with the business, I haven't specialised.
Okay.
I haven't
So
specialised.
would that be advice that you would give to Rhian if Rhian was going to take over the
If
business?
she could sort of
I like you saying this now, because this is all I've been talking about for the past kind of couple of months. I'm thinking, I've got some ideas coming in, and I have actually been offered a bit of like loader work, bulk work, and as soon as I bring it up, no, we don't know anything about it. We'll stick to what we know. And that's the frustration there, isn't it?
So that's the second question. So that's your take on it in terms of being an SME.
Yeah.
But because I'll deal with the family dynamics later, what's your take on being an SME? Clearly, you've provided fabulous customer service. You've got very good business. But it's also vulnerable because if you've got certain loyal customers, these days it's all about the money.
We're often competing for our own work.
Yes.
And we find that a lot. We've been in meetings where we've gone in for rate increases, and they throw us an Excel spreadsheet in front of us and said, well, this is what you're charging and this is what 5 other comparative companies are charging. Why should we go with you? And that spreadsheet doesn't show the service level we offer or the personal approach which we offer. And that's where we're finding it hard as a smaller company. We've always said we charge the rates we need, don't we, to make a living. We don't make there's margins hardly there. But the only way we could offer a cheaper service would be to compromise on the service.
Okay.
And we're not willing to do that.
Which is not possible.
Okay.
Not possible.
So what's the solution for competing? Because you talked about the big boys, Peter, but you also talked about the one-man bands who will come in and undercut. What's you say specialise. What's your solution? Do you agree with your father?
I do agree. I do agree. I think we shouldn't just concentrate on one thing.
Diversify.
We've got to diversify. There's got to be some diversification in there. I haven't got the answers to that, which way to go or what we should be concentrating on, because all we've ever known is general haulage.
Okay.
And it's just it's cutthroat now, isn't it?
It is cutthroat.
And when we say competing against the bigger boys, it's very hard because they can come in at a lower rate because they buy in bulk. The vehicles are cheaper
Economies
than
of
ours.
scale.
Exactly. The fuel's cheaper than ours, and we're paying top note for everything, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we always run decent new kit. We pride ourselves on our fleet, don't we?
Yeah. And the service we offer is just one level. It's not the cheaper level. I always say I'm not the post office. I don't do first class, second class. It's all done to a certain. Yeah. I always take a job. If I take a job on, or I have done over the years, and it's cost me money in the end to complete, I've still done it. Yeah. Might not do it the second time, but I'll see the customer will not be stuck on the first.
And that's about reliability.
Yeah.
But let's look at the future, because we spend quite a bit of time looking back. Let's look at the future. What does the future hold for Earl Transport? Because when you look at the future of any business, any company, it's got to diversify, but it's got to have succession plans. Are you ready to hand over the reins to your daughter, Peter?
Reluctantly, yes, I think I am.
But that's reluctantly because
because I've got my life. I've got a life, and my life has always been working in Earl Transport.
Yeah.
So whilst I have hundreds of contacts, real friends, I haven't got many friends.
You've got me, Peter.
Well, yeah, I know, and I'm quite honoured that you are a friend.
But it's your life, isn't it?
But it's my life.
It's your life. From waking up in the morning to going to bed at night, Earl Transport is your life.
Yeah, it is.
And you don't know anything else, do you?
No,
You've no hobbies.
No, I've no hobbies at all. I don't fish. I don't.
You've never had time for them, have you?
No, and I didn't have time bringing the children up. I'll be honest with you. I've got to give thanks to my wife for doing that.
But you're not the best delegator either. I think that's
No, that's the other job.
and that's
I
where-
like to do it myself.
where you see me now. If I was to probably take hold of the
Oh,
reins,
we're going to have an argument now, aren't we?
not at all. No, if I was to take over the reins, and you always say to me, I don't think you could give it your all. But I think
Well, I
that's also
understand.
the art of delegation,
You've got
isn't it?
you've got a family coming up, and one thing I don't want to put extra pressure on you when I can do it, because
So-
I know you've got other interests in life.
Okay.
If you came to me now this afternoon and say, look, I want to take it on, Dad.
I think I've said that
Okay,
various
so
times.
Peter, if you were not a family company and you'd said that to Rhian,
Yes.
the HR officer would take you outside and give you a pasting and say you can't actually say that because somebody's got a family.
No, but I'm the granddad as well.
I get that, and we'll come on to that in a second, but as you can't say that because Rhian's got a family, she can't take on that role. I get that as a grandparent, and I'm a grandparent
I'm looking simply from the grandparent
Well, are
side.
you? Let me challenge you on that, Peter.
I tend to think, because, challenge me. I am their grandfather.
Well, in that
And
case,
then I realised-
in that case, you could spend the time
I'm liking this.
with the grandchildren while Rhian stays in the office and is a fabulous role model to the boys. They're all boys, aren't
Yes,
they?
they're all boys,
How many
yeah.
boys have you got?
5 boys.
So she's got 5 boys. I mean, fair play to her for having 5 boys.
Five, yeah.
And looking
yeah.
so
Oh,
fabulous.
no, don't you fair play.
If I may
no,
say.
come Christmas, come Easter, it's flipping expensive.
Well, maybe.
Yes.
But it's measured in love. It's not measured
Yeah,
in
I understand.
presence, and we know that. So why can't you do a bit of role reversal? You were talking about your wife bringing up Rhian and her brother, and you're very grateful for that.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
I'm very grateful to my parents who, as grandparents, were very instrumental in looking after my children, Kate and Edward, when I was working.
Right, yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
sadly they're not with me now. My children are grown up. So why can't you be the granddaddy that stays and looks after the boys while Rhian's at work?
Oh, that's a different angle, isn't it?
Yes.
I like this, yeah.
Yeah. I have to think about that one, Beverly. But,
And all the boys have got such an interest in the business. They're, in fact, my eldest son now, he's a truck technician.
How old is he?
He's just gone 20.
Good God.
So yeah, so he's out of his apprenticeship now, and so you could still talk about trucks. It's not.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
a
it's not your
serious
life.
question, Peter, because you two as a family business are sort of the living embodiment of all the things that we've been talking about in our podcasts, which is women in logistics, the challenges of being female. How do we get young people into the industry? And already
exactly.
Rhian's talking about her son who wants to be truck technician, you
Truck
say?
technician, yeah.
So you're the living embodiment of everything we've talked about, which is why it's so fascinating to talk to you both. So I'm really fascinated as to why you wouldn't say, we'll do a bit of role reversal, because that's what's good for the family,
I think he's
but
letting
also
go.
good.
He's
It's also
letting.
no, exactly, and it's also good for the business.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, isn't it, with family businesses? I'm not talking about Earl Transport. I'm talking generally. With family businesses, you've got that extra family dynamic,
Yes.
which can make life complicated. So, just in terms of the future of transport, I'll ask both of you. I'll ask you first, Peter. What do you think the challenges are going forward now with things like AI, modern technology, etc.? Do you see that as a challenge, or do you see it as an opportunity?
I personally think it's a challenge to me.
Okay.
Because my age now, I've got to pull my hand up and say I don't understand technology, AI. Don't understand it.
Nor do I.
Yeah, but how many times do I ring? I say, Rhian, come on. How do I send this? How do I attach this to this? And
I
I
think this is
can't
where
do
it-
it.
yeah.
And I'm frightened to press any key. But I can get my traffic sheet out and I can go like this. And it's me that's the dinosaur. I'll be perfectly honest. It's me that's not helping the situation.
See, I see it as an opportunity. This is where we differ, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So
it.
how do you see it as an opportunity then, Rhian?
Just the fact that I sit in our office now and we're very manual, aren't we? We're very paper based still, and it frustrates me because I know there's so many more, loads of different things I could be bringing into that office to make it a lot quicker, a lot more streamlined,
Okay.
and to probably reduce numbers, cost. Yes,
Cost, yeah.
yes. And every time it's brought up, we've always done it that way. That's how we've always done it. It works, and it works while we're on. Let's not change anything. So opportunity, I'd say there.
So I've had my telling off now. No, I agree. I can only agree with her.
Yeah.
It's me that's saying, no, don't do it. Because I don't. I
But to
won't
compete
understand
now,
it.
we have to be.
So what I do in my office, because I employ people, I only employ young people because I can say, please, can you do this for me? Or please, can you show me how to do this?
Oh, why did I
The
say
art of
that?
delegation.
Yeah, the art of delegation is the key to success, is what I say.
Mm.
I call them my carers, really.
I think you've called me. What do you think I am? Your carer?
Yes, I
But
think I've turned
yes,
into
you
a
are. I'm
carer,
afraid
yeah.
you are.
But you've got the knowledge. You've got the knowledge and the experience, and without that, honestly,
that's-
the business wouldn't be where it is now.
That's with different people with different skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Thomas who does our social media and our internet. And I say, the website needs something doing. Right, and he does it. I've no clue.
Yeah.
But I don't
You
need
don't
to know.
need to know.
I don't
No.
need to know.
Horses for courses.
Yeah, and like in your business, you need to know certain things. Rhian needs to know different things. Do you do your maintenance in-house or
No,
do
it
you
goes
contract
back to
it
the
out?
dealership.
So
we
R&Ms.
contracted it. We did do it in-house, but it got that complicated with the equipment you need and we had a couple of mechanics trying to sort of teach them, put them on courses. It just wasn't working. So we say, no, go back to the dealerships where you think you get the better service.
Yes,
We've got some good dealerships around our way.
yes. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, no, I don't put
Okay.
it, I don't...
So I want to ask you now about something called the Carmen, the Worshipful
Oh,
Company
right,
of
yeah.
Carmen.
Oh, my goodness
Because
gracious
I
me.
have seen some of the photographic evidence of you at Carmen
Oh,
events.
yes.
Both of you together.
It's very nice. It's a nice thing for us to do.
It was nice to be invited on
Yeah.
it, which we were proposed to go together. I couldn't work out what the long certificate was for. 'Cause,
Freedom of the city.
that's freedom of the city, yeah.
I just usually book us in, don't I? Say, just come along with it.
Yeah,
But I think it's been a nice thing for us
I
to
love
do
it.
together, though,
I
hasn't it?
absolutely love it.
And
I
just-
love it. We go down on the train. We have an evening of whatever.
Conviviality.
Conviviality. We may have a dinner time lunch. We had the cart marking ceremony. And to be fair, the pompousness of it, is that a word? Pompousness?
Pomp.
Well,
Pomp.
the pomp
Yeah.
of it really proves what this country's all about.
Do you like the tradition?
I like the tradition. I like some of the people I meet. You know.
Some?
Yeah, some of them, but from different
I'm
backgrounds.
teasing you, Peter.
Yeah, you are. We met rail guys there, haven't we? We've met
People from all different walks
all
of life.
different coach guys, truck guys there. You know,
And
all-
it's also made us realise we're not on our own in the industry. There is people like us who are dealing with the same issues.
yeah.
We're not into forced networking. It's something we're probably not very good at. We like people.
We like
very
people.
personable, aren't we?
Yeah,
But I think when it gets forced on you, yes.
Well, then it
doesn't kind
becomes
of suit-
cynical, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Like these dining clubs you go to, and I don't want to talk to.
We're
you know.
better over a beer. Or
beer,
in a
you
pub
know,
and the things we learn
in
from
the
people.
But the honestly, the Carmen, I've really, whilst I didn't know an awful lot about it 2 or 3 years ago, I really enjoy.
So you would advise
I advise anybody,
anybody to join. in?
anybody, yeah, that's half of anybody that really wants to prove a point and to be entertained, because it is quite entertaining, isn't it? And the people you meet,
We've
it's-
always said it's the decision makers, isn't it? There.
yeah, it's the people that can make the decision.
Okay. So Rhian, what's your take on it? I am a Carmen.
Yes. Yeah.
I stood for court
Yes.
a long time ago, which is not a story that we're going to share about today because that's something else. But it could be perceived, and it certainly was back then, as very male, pale and stale and very old-fashioned. It's clear just from looking at social media that there's been a big change. And I know Joy Laister, for example, is
absolutely perfect.
instrumental in
She's
that.
wonderful.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
But from your perspective as a young lady in the industry,
Yeah.
what does it offer for people like yourself?
Well, at first, when I looked into it and I first looked at the website, I thought, gosh, this is definitely not for me. Even on the website back then, when I was researching, it's very male dominated. I didn't think it was for me at all. until Joy. I spoke to Joy and she's like, "You'll be ideal for it, and don't just stop there." So I was Freeman, then liveryman. She said, "Don't stop there. We need people like you." And Joy's been instrumental behind making me feel part of them. Really, there is some brilliant people, younger women like Laura Thomas. She's great, and we always get together at these common ventures. But there is some, should I say, dinosaurs still there who I do feel I'm proving myself to constantly, which is difficult, but it's not unheard of in the industry. I constantly feel like I'm proving my worth being a female in the industry. And I've always been one of the females to say, it doesn't matter if I'm female. Please don't treat me different because I'm a female. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, as long as you can do the job. But I do think it is a lot harder.
Do you get fed up of men, generally men,
Yeah.
saying, "What do you think about being a woman in the industry?"
Yes, and they're saying, join this Women in Logistics, join this. I'm thinking, as soon as I joined that, you're segregating me from everyone else. Why segregate me? I just want to be one. I just want to be in logistics. I won an award, Northwest Transport Woman of the Year.
Oh, yes, tell us
I
about
know.
that.
I was amazed. I was over the moon, and then I got back, and as much as I was over the moon about this award, I thought, oh, where's the male version of this then? Have I just won that because I'm a female?
And also, if there was a male version, a lot of women would be complaining, wouldn't
Exactly.
they?
So it should be just Transport Person of the Year.
Yes.
I'd be quite happy with that.
Transport Operator of the Year
yeah,
or Transport
exactly.
Manager of the Year.
Exactly, not just.
And she's sat next to a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh yes, you got that this year after, didn't you?
Two. I have two of those.
And where are they from?
One's from the magazine, from the Commercial Motor
Yes.
Transport News.
Yep.
And the second one is from the Carmen.
Well, there you go, you see. I remember you getting that. I remember seeing it on social media.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I tried
congratulations.
You wouldn't have posted
yeah.
that though, would you?
Oh,
Dan?
no, he wouldn't know
one
how
of your
to do
previous
it.
previous colleagues actually had to hand it to me and shook my hand.
Oh, Richard Turfitt?
Yes, Richard.
But he couldn't say Oswald Twistle.
No, well, he wouldn't be able to.
He did
he's
have
from,
a
He's
problem,
from
but-
Cornwall.
Is he?
Yes, he
Is
wouldn't be able to say Oswald
But
Twistle.
no, yeah, what an achievement! What an achievement!
and you
I
should
know
be very
somebody in
proud of
the
it.
industry has put me forward for it. Yeah, lifetime achievement.
Okay.
And I think Joy had a lot to do with that, to be fair. But she's just one
She is. She's great.
one person that
Yeah,
I
she's
have
great.
a lot of respect for, a lot of love for.
Yeah.
She's great. Yeah.
So one more question for Rhian,
Oh, come.
and then you can turn the tables if you want. You're also, because I've done my homework, you're also a transport manager on an operator's licence for a very prestigious motor vehicle dealership
Yes.
in the northwest.
Yes, I am, yes.
We won't identify them
Okay. Yes.
because we haven't got their consent.
Okay.
But basically, they move high value, well, I call them high value sports cars. And you're a transport manager.
I am for them. Yes.
And that's completely different. So that's being an external transport
Yes.
manager.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different culture, completely different sort of
Absolutely.
business.
Absolutely.
Do you enjoy that?
I do. It's only for one vehicle. I've done it for about 10 years now. It's totally different. It's very corporate. Everything is just so much different than our office when we go over there and actually download the vehicles. It's a wonderful thing to be part of, and it actually broadens my outlook on the whole logistics as a whole. It's not just about trucks. It's a rigid he has. So he keeps two vehicles on the rigid. And
Tell me what he does. Just tell our listeners what your driver does.
so
with
our
these-
driver, he picks up. Well, he collects vehicles from the garage.
We're talking
and
very fancy
vehicles,
expensive
vehicles which you
sports
have
cars.
to. Yes, I think certain models of them you have to have like 6 previous before you can have that model.
Okay.
So there's a bit of money in which when he does pop round, I'll just let me have a sit in, take a picture, and that's it. Literally, I'm sat on the back of a truck. But he, when you buy one of these prestigious cars, you have the opportunity to have it delivered anywhere in the world. And he actually takes the vehicle down and presents it to the person buying it, so they can drive it up from the south of France should they wish. So it's
So he doesn't just deliver it to a northern town with a lot of money.
no,
he
no,
could
no.
deliver it
He could
to
deliver it anywhere. And
Lake
he-
Como or
Exactly, and he collects for services and MOTs as well. So he goes and picks it up and takes it to the garage, then returns it.
well, if that doesn't show the diversity of the logistics and transport industry, I don't know what does.
Exactly.
Because that just shows two very different types of business. So this interview's gone far better than I thought it would. Because
I'm on my best behaviour.
I thought you were going to both be talking at once, and
very
Peter's
good
on his
there.
best behaviour.
Yeah.
Now your opportunity to turn the tables, and if you want to, you don't have to ask me. I would say any question you want, but I just need to be really careful on that, Peter.
No.
You don't have to. It's not
No,
compulsory.
I haven't a question to ask you. Over the years, to be fair, and this is no creeping now, I've respected what you did for the industry.
We'll stop that.
You've asked me, and I'm telling you.
Okay.
I've respected what you did for our industry. I'll be honest with you. I never thought I'd be lucky enough to actually have a one-to-one with you, other than a PI, and I haven't had a PI. But I just say no. I can't thank you enough, really.
Well, thank you. That's very kind
for
of you.
looking after. Well, not for looking after us, because we haven't been in front of you. But I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
And I was quite excited when you did ask us to come and do this. Perhaps give a little back, eh?
Thank you.
Definitely. And just from me, really, it's very similar. You've always been there looking up.
I'm
to
hoping you've got a question.
Yes, you've always been there looking up. Well, I've been looking up to you, sorry, especially being a female in the industry, which obviously has had it's not easy, but you've been in it a lot longer than me.
Yeah, a
within
long
the
time.
industry.
I'm old,
Say
Rhian,
that.
because I'm old.
Have you noticed a change?
No,
No.
it's
I'm glad
just
you
the same.
I'm glad you said that, because people ask me that question. And
In my view, it's just the same.
just the same.
I mean, that's a very quick answer to a very complex question. There are more women coming in to the industry, for sure. But a lot of them do ask to be treated differently. Whereas, as you've said, we should just be treated exactly the same. No special measures. Just get on and do the job on your ability.
Exactly.
You know, if you look at the what's the word I'm looking for? Not the dynamics. I can't remember the word. It'll come back to me afterwards. It's my age, you see. If you look at the demographic, is the word I'm looking for. It's no different.
No.
I don't think. But I think there's hope, because you look at things like Carmen, which are changing.
This
You
change.
look at just the people working in here at Aspian. They're young, they're men, they're women, they're both. And, you know, there's probably as many women work here as men.
Yes.
And they're recruiting in the transport industry. So I think there's hope.
There's hope.
But
That's good to know.
it's still a bit depressing when, you know, it's 25 years since I became a TC. So, but anyway, it's been absolutely lovely talking
No, thank you
to
so
No,
much
thank you for the
talking to
opportunity.
us.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
for the
Thank you for
opportunity.
coming and talking to us.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Very well.